almost 40 years old, and I want to be respected as a mother and an adult.
Got it. So you feel like your mother doesn't respect you as an adult and a mother?
No, she doesn't. We were uprooted from Detroit, Michigan, and took to Birmingham, Alabama. In that time, she just always, to me, met the wrong man. So it's like the first guy she was talking to, I have a problem with peas. I don't like peas. They look like boogers to me. And I told him, you know, she made food or whatever, and it was the peas on. So he was like, you gonna eat them peas? I'm like, no, I'm not. He threw the peas in my face. She did nothing about it. After that, I told him he wasn't my dad and he fought me.
He fought you?
Yes. I'm the type of person where if I see a grown man fight my child, I'm going to help my child. Instead, she's trying to break it up. And I feel like you should have been beating his ass. But it wasn't until then she left him alone.
Got it. Okay.
So it was an incident where I was around 18. And she was dating another guy. One day my mom was gone and he ended up saying, we were in an argument. He was like, bitch, shut up or I make you like your mother did. That, nothing was done about that.
So you don't feel like your mom protects you as a child?
No.
Okay.
Not to me, because she'll say, oh, I would never let this happen to my child, or I would never have this done to my child, but I've had things said and done to me that you did nothing about.
Got it.
And now it's, when me and my girls moved back from Florida, we had to stay with her until my house got ready. I lost my car in Florida. That's the only thing I'm lacking is a car. I'm asking her, can you take me to work? Can you take me to work? I'm paying you for gas, and you know I'm trying to save for my car, but you want me to pay you for your time as well. And I'm not understanding it. Like, it's like I don't give a about you or your job. And action speaks louder than words. Yeah. So if you say I don't give a, and you don't do it, that means you really mean it. Yeah. So it's like a lot of things is like sometimes it come off as jealousy. When she left visiting me, my brother brought a house. She all on Facebook posting pictures. It's like I never get I'm proud of you. And I want to know why. Like, why you respect my sibling more than you respect me? The things you say to me and my kids you would never say.
Is she a good grandmother?
Yeah, to a certain extent, because you could be a good grandmother, but as soon as you get mad at my kids, you call them bitches. The same thing you say to me, you say to them.
Does she show you affection?
Not all the time. It depends. Like, I can touch my mom like this. That's gay to her. Don't touch her. I
think somebody probably traumatized the mom. And she just takes all her anger out on the daughter or something. I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like you're taking out your stress and anger on the wrong person, because it's okay to be traumatized or like, you know, but heal that part of you if it's gonna go on for like decades and stuff, you know. Because your daughter didn't deserve a mom like that.
I can rub her shoulder or something like that. Oh, I don't want all that. Don't touch me. Like, oh, I hugged you. I said, Ma, you haven't hugged me in a long time. Oh, I have hugged you. I hugged you before we left Florida. I'm like, but before then, when have you hugged me?
Yeah.
It's like certain incidents where you can say you love somebody, you want respect, but it says in the Bible, honor thy mother, thy father, but also do not provoke your children. And my mom always provokes me.
I can hear your mother.
And I feel so bad because these types of women, when they have trauma with their mother, first of all, it's so hard to unlearn that women aren't out to get you. And sometimes people will like have to learn that really late in life, or like sometimes hopefully earlier than that. And it's like, you really feel like if you've been like targeted by someone that you were supposed to trust for so long, that any woman is a threat, or like any woman that hasn't really like been super affectionate or like super catering to that part of you, it's very scary. moms, when they have like a son, they treat the son so differently from the daughters. Especially if there's like a daughter that's like the oldest, or like maybe they have their own trauma and they're taking it out on the daughter, like they're like, or they try to put the daughter through exactly what they went through or worse, because they feel like, how come you get to like be so chill, or like it's giving envy, and that's all. And it's not like they probably mean to do that, they just never like healed that. I also wanted to mention that they didn't heal from the fact that maybe they did want to create such a beautiful life for their daughter, and it's probably triggering to see them live the life that you wanted to live. If they have unhealed trauma or hurts and their mother is still in their life, kind of like making them feel like women are out to get them, they're going to assume that anything the daughter does in regards to trying to feel better or get away from that ideology is an issue that she's picking with her personally, rather than trying to help her see that she needs to heal that.
Backstage, so she has a lot to say about this. So everyone, let's go ahead and bring Regina out and meet her and get her point of view. Everyone, welcome Regina to the show.
Really ask me. Like you bringing up over 30 years ago.
That's the
and
thing.
If you got issues with over 30 years ago,
See what I'm
baby,
saying?
you need counseling. Not
Look at how she walks up to her with this energy. Bro, you're literally like proving who needs counseling, because she was able to talk about it properly and dissect maybe the root cause of like the issue, and you're like bothered by the stable truth, and you're coming out with this unstable energy, this triggered energy, this angry, unhealed energy, and you're literally coming at her in her face with a finger, and you're like angry because she's probably bringing to light the fact that you need counseling, and you're trying to project the fact that you need counseling onto her. Nah. And then her bringing stuff up from the past is valid, because it's kind of like if you're reading a book and you miss a point, you go back to read that over, right? You don't just keep going and then getting more details about something, and you missed like a very important like prologue or like a very important chapter 1. But she's going on about chapter 2, 3, 4, 5. This goofy is stuck on chapter 1, and it's like, well, I needed chapter 1 to understand the characters and the plot and everything. It's like, you're just not healing. Or like reading.
what I need for you to do is grow the. You damn near 40 years old, boo boo.
And she literally is projecting onto someone to grow up, when she was acting so grown up about the situation. Who needs to grow up?
And so the
And
things
you don't
that you
need
have
me.
done,
You're
you never
dead to this
apologized.
day. Right now, you dead.
And she's now dead to you. You're saying this to your daughter. She's dead to you because what? She brung to life your issues that you've been burying. Like, no.
See what I'm saying?
You're dead.
My truth
And
is
I
not.
will never
See?
break my neck to do else for you.
That's
You gonna bring up some over 30 years ago, boo?
How do you get from the past to the? You have to take a.
The past.
You have to.
No. Look at how emotionally unstable she is, and how she's literally telling on herself. Now make that make sense. Who needs to grow up? Because why would the past bother you that much? You're clearly triggered. You clearly never went over that and healed it. You clearly want to punish someone for maybe trying to help you actually do that. Or it just makes you super uncomfortable and she looks like she's ready to fight her daughter. And it's telling her daughter. Even if the daughter needs counseling, it seems like she's more than accepting of that, and the mother is trying to deflect or tell her why she needs counseling, again projecting, when honestly it looks like the daughter needs counseling from being abused emotionally for so long, and the mother needs counseling for like just accountability in general and emotional maturity and being able to hold a conversation maturely without getting angry or triggered by specific statements or things that maybe don't have her appearing to be this perfect put together person that she clearly isn't acting like. Now, it would be so much easier to say the daughter needs counseling if she gets emotional. That's a sign of reactive abuse. When someone gets emotional from someone treating them this way for so long, it would be a lot easier to say she needs counseling if the mother maybe does help her out and the daughter is, accepting her help and is constantly putting herself around these types of individuals. However, the mother is absolutely not taking accountability for her part in this, which is really the issue. No one should be abusing their position of power over anyone simply because they probably felt like they never had power in their life. So I'm not saying the mother is a bad person. I'm just saying she clearly has signs of unhealed trauma as well. And she's abusing her position over her daughter's life. And blaming her for how she feels and blaming her for her own feelings when the real root cause is just simply playing the blame game. And she's not making sure both sides are heard, seen, and understood and move on. One can't heal without the other, and vice versa.
You have to take account for what you did. And if you need to go get counseling, boo-boo.
It's
go get you some counseling, baby.
Really?
If you got them problems, you're 40. You calling me every day, take me here, take me there, take me to work.
I just started.
You
just 2
lie.
weeks ago, you got into it with me and told me you don't give a about my job.
And I don't.
Exactly.
So?
She clearly doesn't care about anyone's feelings but her own, and her daughter's willing to be empathetic and fair about both sides. And clearly, her mother likes to hold over her head a certain position of authority or like abuses her power and would rather be right than heal. And that's so sad.
Do not care about nothing.
And don't give a no.
And who needs
So
counseling
your daughter's dead to you,
if you don't care
you really mean that?
about yourself or your daughter?
She just killed that relationship. She killed it all.
What did she say that would kill that relationship?
All that old.
And I feel so bad because I can tell she really does love her daughter because of how she's exploding in her face. Anybody that doesn't care about someone wouldn't really waste their energy like this. However, she is taking out her anger on the wrong person. And what's really killing the relationship is in fact the old but it seems like she's just not willing. The mother's not willing to heal the old so that's ultimately what's killing the relationship, not the daughter bringing it up.
Girl, please.
So just because
She's so angry.
I don't care. She ain't have to vent like that. We could have talked about this.
And I'm not gonna lie, you absolutely do not seem like the type of person that could have talked about this behind closed doors in a mature manner. Because if this is how you're acting on live television, who's to say you even let your daughter speak at all at home and you don't take advantage of the fact that she needs your help, or you don't take advantage of the fact that you're like this?
And we did, and you
No, we didn't.
And you
So don't sit there and lie.
Her emotional maturity is literally at the level of a, 5-year-old. She probably, has had many chances to talk about this properly with her daughter, and nobody was around to see how far she takes this emotional, immature response when her daughter brings up very important things that need to be brought up. And so she's kind of embarrassed that it's so out there. And that appears to give her reason to want to punish her daughter more, which is why she's now, quote unquote, dead to her.
You didn't cuss me out in front of my aunt on the phone and told me what you just said now? And what still? You never say the past,
Exactly.
Ashley.
You never apologize or take
And
accountability.
I'm not.
And it's evidence that the mother refuses to take accountability for maybe how she could have caused Ashley to feel this way. Now, I'm not saying the mother goes out of her way to make Ashley feel some type of way that's negative, or that she's purposefully doing anything wrong. However, Ashley's willing to take accountability for needing your help and putting up with you and your emotions and how you feel, and you're very unfair for feeling like everything is Ashley's fault and that Ashley is just personally attacking you.
I'm not.
She don't care.
And I don't.
That's very childish to sit on live television and show the world that you literally don't care and you're not being fair. You're literally genuinely being selfish about maybe how your daughter has felt or feels. And now, if your daughter ever has a daughter, she might unintentionally have this trauma. Hopefully she heals, but she might have this trauma trickle down to her daughter. How do I say this? It's like her daughter is learning that someone that she's trusting so much and someone that's supposed to be helping her so much doesn't really want to help her. She wants to help herself feel like almighty and right and bigger and better and badder and intimidating, and like she doesn't want the past to be brought up because it would shed light on how unnecessary her attitude really is, because she's clearly not healed from the past. And her daughter's just trying to show her that. And she's just completely dismissive. Now, I'm not saying her mom is not allowed to, like, have her own feelings or, like, feel hurt by her own trauma. But if your daughter is almost 40 years old and you're still like this, it wouldn't really be her fault if she doesn't feel comfortable around you or trust you, or she doesn't have to prove anything to you or be super kind to you either, because you are clearly not trying to be that for her. Now, I feel like mothers all over the world need to think about why they want children. Mothers and fathers need to think about why they want children, and then think about if they want children and a young adult and a human being to raise and love and take care of and have a lifelong relationship with. Sorry, I said it kind of backwards at first. Because it's not just a baby, and it's not just an accessory. It's not just a way to keep a man. It's not just a way to keep a woman. It's not just a child. It's not going to be a child or a baby forever. It's a growing human being that will connect with other human beings. And we want to spread love and light, not trauma.